I like using Milwaukee stuff because it's heated. Haven't gotten one of these things. Picked one of these things up today. I don't know where you can buy them. If I find a link where you can buy them, I'll let you know. I usually buy them from Home Depot or Amazon. There's other sites online though where you can buy these things. These kind. This is a little bit dark. Alright, so. But anyways, so yeah, I do that, and then I use this thing over here. This is the Sun Crusher ozone closet. And then what I do is I turn this on. I set it for about, usually I set it for about a maximum of like, probably, I don't know, I want to say about 30 minutes. And then, so you don't want to be in the same room as this. Now, I know this has a scent lock and stuff in there, but there's a little flap right here. I'll show you when after I zip this up real quick here. Alright. And the thing is that it lets out a little bit at a time, but I think it's designed to do that. So it like slowly seeps out of there. And let me tell you what, ozone is a great way to kill scent and stuff, and it kills bacteria. But the only thing is though is that you don't want to do this and use these. A lot of people, they're saying recommended putting it in either a garage or a basement with a well ventilated area. But the only way that I can think of to make it well ventilated is just by simply opening up this window over here. I keep this open just like a tad bit, not much because I have the heat on in the wintertime. It's around the wintertime, it's about, yeah, it's the wintertime already. This is just enough to vent it out of there, vent all that ozone gas out of there, and so that way you're not getting lung cancer. I have pets too. I have a dog. I have 2 dogs. There's 4 dogs in here right now. The ozons are Cindy's. The reason why they're with her, because like I said, David, he is in the military, and he has also 2 dogs, male and female. He has a male and female dog, and my parents also have a male and female dog. Anyways, never mind that. The reason why I'm saying that though is because it's not good for them. They get lung cancer supposedly easier, from what research is saying, that it gets easier than what humans get it. Now this is a little bit dirty, but as you can see here, I vacuumed as much as I could up with a shop vac, and just tried to vacuum it up a little bit, you know, clean it up. One thing you want to do is, it says also keep it away from dust. Keep this thing away from dust, and that's very true because dust is not good for this. That I have to vacuum up soon. Another thing, so either use a shop vac or a shark vacuum. Those have cleanable, washable filters and stuff. You know, use those and get as much dust as you can out of there, and get some cobwebs out of there too. Like, clean this stuff out. But got most of it cleaned out. That was all filled with cobwebs and stuff. But it's pretty good now. So after that, I go back upstairs. I hang my clothes up in there. I put them in this thing. I put them in the Sun Crusher ozone closet. Zip it up. And then I leave it in there for about a half hour, and we'll probably come back down. And then I open it up and set it for another half hour. Zip it back up. So I want to say about depending on how bad they stink, about 2 to 3 times. I probably want to say 3 times, so that's about an hour and a half in total. And then when you're done, you just take this thing and unzip it. But I'm not gonna unzip it now. But you unzip it and let that air out. You let it sit in there for about, if you run it for about an hour and a half, let it sit there for an hour and a half, and then open this up. It'll still smell like it a little bit, like the ozone. And then just let it sit there for like about, just let that sit there for about a half hour. And then bring them back upstairs. I usually do that. I usually that's what I usually do next, and I bring them back upstairs, and that's when I I'll either use this stuff, but I usually normally use Scentaway BioStrike, and put them in here. When I'm done, I put them in the dryer, use some unscented, make sure they're completely unscented dryer sheets, and that's usually pretty much about it. So there's how to, well, I guess you could either call it you can call this how-to video, but I'm going to call it I'm going to call it this name of this video, probably the title is going to be tips on how to get your washing machine scent free. See, it's going through the cycle. That's the shortest cycle it has on this quick wash. It's about 25 minutes, but so that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment box below. I'll try to answer them as soon as possible. I hope you guys liked and enjoyed the video. This was actually just an instructional video and something just to show you what I've learned from the past, what helps for me, and what works. I'm gonna be having 2 other videos on your house is stinky, you're dusty and moldy and musty. I'm gonna show you guys how to get rid of that, and show you guys how to get rid of that stuff, and also how to descent your bathroom. Another thing that I noticed is that girls, if you have a wife or girlfriend or whatever, or sister, even sister, you know, I mean, a lot of girls like perfumey soaps, alright? I told them, I said, a lot of them didn't really realize this, but I said to them, don't be using that kind of soaps, and make sure you're rinsing off all the stuff. Clean out your showers, alright? And what I'd usually do is, I'll show you what I do with an ozone generator. I'll close it up, and I'll use that, and I'll let that run in there, and close the door. And make sure that everybody's downstairs, and then when I'm done, since there's a window in my bathroom, if there's a window or a ventilation fan, one of those two, either one will work. Open up the window or turn on the ventilation fan, and let it run for what the same amount of time that you've had the ozone generator running for. That usually gets rid of all the scent out of there. I've done that before. It actually works really well for getting the scent out of the bathroom, alright? So you get all the perfumey soaps out of there. But along with that, you also want to make sure you rinse everything out of there. Clean everything, you know. But I'll leave a video on how to do that in the next video. So, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. And Charles Lane 27 out. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Later.